Hello, third grade. Hope you're well. So, last week I got you to write a story in the past using different past tenses. Some of these stories were really nice, some are very, very funny, very interesting. I really enjoyed reading them. I just wanted to use today to pick up on a few things that I noticed in some of your writing. And I noticed a lot of it has it's not that it was wrong, but maybe you're using a bad habit of bad English. So I just kind of want to correct these habits, okay? And just make sure we know what is good English, what is bad English. So let's go. So, something we have to think about when we write is that we can't write the way we speak, and the way we speak will be different between different people. So, in the future, if you're applying for a job and you have a job, when you speak to your boss, you speak to them differently than the way you speak to your friends. And even then, the way we speak with our boss will be different to the way we write. Okay, speaking English and writing English is very different. But something else is important, that it's important that when we communicate in English that we use good English. Okay, many people use bad English, even native speakers. I myself do it all the time, but that doesn't mean it's right. It's something that we should try and reduce, or at least know that it's bad and understand that certain situations it's okay. So, why is this important? Well, obviously, you'll get a higher score in the Cambridge exam because they don't want to use bad English. This is something they pick up on. But people just generally take you more seriously if you use a better form of English. Think about it. You're applying for an international business in the future. Your job interview is going to be in English. Well, they're going to take you much more seriously if you're using good, correct English. So I think it's something we should start to use. So, first one is using cause or cause or cause, okay? And I saw many people use these words instead of the word because, okay? This is something we just have to stop doing, okay? When you speak, especially if we're speaking quickly with friends, we might say the word cause, okay? However, when we write, we should never ever be doing this. We need to write the full word because. Another one, super. Now, unlike cause, this is actually a real word, okay? But we have to use it in the right situation, okay? For example, my favorite superhero is Batman. Well, that's fine. That's a fine use of the word super. Or that's super. If something is really, really good, that's okay. However, there's some other situations where maybe we should use some different words instead. So instead of saying the article was super interesting, we could say the article was incredibly interesting. Okay. I would try to avoid using super as a way to make something sound more effective. It just doesn't sound very professional. It just doesn't sound very good. It sounds like, yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't sound right. Okay. And I think there's much better vocabulary, and there's a lot of vocabulary we can use. So maybe we could use words like really, amazingly, incredibly, unbelievably, wonderfully, rather. Maybe not as strong. You could say quite. Lots of words. I would try to avoid using super when we try to make something more descriptive. So another word is the use of like. Again, this is a real word. I like football, but we have to use it in the correct situation. Okay. Um, so a lot of people are would say something like, "Oh my God, it was like so good." Well, here we just need to remove like. Okay, we're adding extra words which are unnecessary. Unnecessary. This is something that I do a lot. Whenever I go back home to England, my parents always say to me, "James, stop saying like." So it's something I'm trying to work on as well. But we got to try and remove it. Okay. Um, if we want to talk about approximates, we can use around instead of like. So instead of I have like 10 minutes before I need to go, I have around 10 minutes before I need to go. Makes you sound more professional. People will take you more seriously. But in this situation, we just need to remove like, just completely unneeded here. Final one is double negatives. Now, this maybe can be quite difficult to grasp because in some languages it exists, but in English it doesn't. I believe in Spanish it does exist. Correct me if I'm wrong. So a classic example is I can't find my keys nowhere. Here you've got a negative, and here you've got a negative. But in English, you cannot have two negatives in the same sentence, okay? Another one, the missing key, I don't know nothing about it. Couldn't work. I don't and nothing, double negative, not possible. So we need to change nowhere and we need to change nothing. It's quite an easy change. We just need to change it to anywhere and anything. I can't find my keys anywhere. The missing key, I don't know anything about it. Okay? Um, Whenever we want to use negative forms of the verb, can't find, don't know, then normally we need to, if we want to have like a subject without referencing a specific person or place, then we need to have any, anywhere, anything, anybody. Okay, so any for negatives and also questions. So these are the questions that I'd like you to do. Little bit different, these questions. Most of them, you just have to write the one correct word. However, some of the questions are fine. They do not need any changes. So you just need to write maybe sentence is fine, because it is fine. And I'm just trying to trick you and make sure that you can identify what is good English, what is bad English. Okay? Guys, that is the end of the video. I'll be online for the rest of the hour if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing your work. See you in the next class. Goodbye.